Coach do opening statement, and then we'll open up questions for Jay.
Listen, good to get a win. Coming off two tough losses, so it's good to get back in the win column. 21 offensive rebounds, 17 assists, 5 turnovers. I think that's probably the story of the game. Jalen obviously hit a huge shot, couple down the stretch, and great team win for us. I think everybody really contributed to helping us get this win.
Jalen, you dug down deep tonight. First of all, talk about the shot that put you ahead to stay, and also the play of Williams the last little while. He's been really big both on the rebounds and on the scoring. First your shot, and then can you talk about Antonio?
Yeah, the shot was just I was looking at the clock, and I was trying to milk the clock a little bit, and when I came out the screen, he went under, and my guy kind of retwisted the screen. I came back over to see if he was gonna go under again. He went under, and anytime guys go under the screen, coach wants me to shoot the ball, so I just shot it with confidence. And then Antonio Williams, he's been playing at a high level. He's a big spark for us defensively and offensively. We need him to continue to play like that, continue to defend at a high level like he is, and score at a high level also.
Rob, could you touch on what your record in close games has been really good?
We're just gonna do questions for players right now.
Okay,
Yep.
Jalen, your team's record has been really good in close games. How much of that is you and Jalen Walker and being two senior guards that have seen everything and done everything?
Yeah, me and Jalen have been through. We've been through a lot of games. We've lost a lot of close games, and so as seniors, we try to lead our team to wins. But it's not just us; it's our whole team. It's a collective effort. So our team, that's something we pride ourselves on: is winning close games.
What do you guys expect? I suppose you guys do, but is it the case now where you're just waiting for those big shots to fall?
Yeah, for sure.
Jalen had a bunch of big ones last 5 minutes.
For sure. All of us. We know they're gonna fall. We put the work in. So anytime it's close in the game, we know that we have the confidence that we can make the shots.
With about 2 minutes left, you found Jalen Walker off the inbound pass. Was that more like a chemistry thing, or was that a play that you two drew up between each other?
It was kind of just Jalen being Jalen. The play that we set up, it wasn't there, and he improvised and he just made the shot.
Played a little off the ball more than usual, coming back from the injury. What's it like to have the depth at the guard position where you can kind of, instead of being the dominant guard, you can kind of take a back seat and let someone like Antonio or Anthony kind of bring the ball up when necessary?
It's been great because like you said, I'm still getting back. I'm trying to get all the way back healthy, so it's been great. I've been able to. I see the floor differently now. Being off the ball, so it's helping my team and it's helping me also.
How'd you feel?
I felt good tonight.
You were pretty quiet though for the first 34 minutes. It didn't look like you were looking to do too much. How much of that was you just trying to get your ankle and get back in that, or how much of that just kind of playing the game?
Yeah, just playing the game and not forcing anything, just letting the game come to me. And when it came to me, I just I try to make the shot.
Any more questions for Jalen? Okay. Thanks, Jalen.
RJ.
Coach, basically complete opposite performance from Buffalo, with the turnover. You mentioned that in your opening statement. Kind of talk about what the message was after Buffalo, what you guys worked on to really improve that turnover margin and improve on the assist and fouls too. Yeah, we've been a great assist to turnover team all season. I think the Buffalo game was uncharacteristic for us. Not that to me was out of character, and tonight I think is more indicative of what we've normally done. I was really proud. A.K. Frederick, 8 offensive rebounds. He was active as can be right when he checked in the game. Jalen Avery, 3 assists, no turnovers. CJ, Anthony Roberts, freshman, he had a huge assist to Jalen Walker in the corner, one of the threes that he made. Some big plays by Anthony late in the game and throughout the whole game. And then Jalen Avery made, some big shots down the stretch, which you expect, your guys to do.
How are you dealing with every time you seem to get a little cushion?
Yeah,
Phil would pick up
a foul, and it went from 10 to 0, 6 to 0, 6 to 1. Yeah, listen, we got to do a little bit better job of that, but you've watched us play a bunch, and that has happened, a lot, and I can't remember a time that was why we lost a game. I can't remember that. Now, I'm sure there's been some times you'll be able to point that out and say, well, you were up and then you lost the lead. But, I mean, that happens on the course of a game. Probably have to do a little bit better job of that later in the season in these next 3 games. But at the end of the day, I think showing the resolve to come back from that is really important.
Coach, Antonio Coward kind of locked down Jalen Walker in the first half, and only had 5 points at halftime. But how tough is he to guard for 40 minutes? I mean, he's really accurate on
Yeah.
the ball, but just how hard is he to guard?
Well, he had, prior to the game, he had hurt himself in practice on Sunday. Jalen did not practice yesterday because he was hurt. He went through shoot around and then he went into the training room. I got a call from my trainer saying he may not play tonight, Jalen Walker, because his quad, he had gotten kneed in the quad. And I would sit here and tell you that if this game was in January, he probably wouldn't have played because he has, like a thigh bruise. He put a pad on it and came out and was in treatment from 2 o'clock on. From 3 o'clock on, 3 to 6. He was in the training room and then came out and did his shooting with our GA, John Fleming, that he always does, and said he was good to go. And he's been in a little shooting slump, but again, I think the biggest thing is there's very few players that have the confidence that he has to be able to, he didn't make shots early like you mentioned, but the shots he made in the second half, the big ones that he made, off the charts what he did. And again, not just him, but all of these guys. But for him in particular, Jalen Avery, again, if this was December, maybe he would have taken another week to get himself ready. But these guys, the time is winding down, and these guys are seniors that want to win. 20 wins this year for a team that, again, lost a lot of guys going into the year. 20 wins, 9 wins in league. That's what we had last year. So to be able to do that with 3 games to go for where we were and where we've, what we've been through as a team, really proud of these guys. And now we've got to, take tomorrow, get our rest, get our treatment, and then get ourselves ready for Friday.
How late of a decision was it to play J1?
6 o'clock.
It was
Yeah,
tweeted
listen.
that Golston was going to play, it was on the board, and then all of a sudden.
Say that again.
It was tweeted that Golston
By
was
who?
going to start the basketball account, and then it was on the board.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think that must have been a mistake. We tweeted that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it was also on the board.
Yeah.
That was not. That was a mistake by whoever did that, because DeAndre wasn't going to start. I mean, if Jalen Walker wasn't playing, Anthony was going to start. So that must have been a mistake by somebody who did it. But it wasn't until around 6 o'clock that I knew that he was going to play for sure. He had gotten, again, like I said, he went from shoot around. He probably got something to eat, I'm guessing, but then he was in the training room, and I got a call from my trainer saying he doesn't feel great right now. I went and checked on him, and he said, I'm going to try to play, but I don't know if I can. And he was getting treatment for 3 hours today, and then got shots up. But again, that's just him. Jalen Avery's dealing with injury. Phil, you see his hand is taped. He's playing through injury. It's that time of the year, right? Like, very few teams are 100% healthy right now. But again, I think the bigger story is our team. For us, our team, coming off 2 straight losses, tough games, to show the resolve when we went down here. And I think it's been mentioned, the seniors came up and made some big plays, but over the course of the game, Antonio Williams, Phil Whittington, A.K. Frederick, again, 8 offensive rebounds. Anthony Roberts, Mitch in the first half made some shots. We need everybody's contribution to have a chance to win. And, obviously Jalen Walker made some big ones late, and Jalen Avery did as well.
Coach, what did Ohio do the second half or anything? Made it a little more competitive, or was it just the shooting?
I think that right now Ohio's playing probably better than they have in a while. Some of that is when shots start to fall, you play a little bit better. You're a little bit more confident. They had only 11 turnovers. I think the last time we played them, they had 17 turnovers. They were a little bit more prepared for what we were doing defensively, and they picked us apart in a lot of ways in terms of our double teaming of Carter and Kirk and Taylor, they did a really good job with that. Saul's a good coach who had them prepared. And we just made a couple more plays than they did, and that's the bottom line. We made a couple more plays than they did in this game.
Jalen Avery, real quick again, how sometimes he goes through stretches where he's point guard, and he
Yeah.
does point guard things, but yeah, I thought he was really quiet.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. Some of it is he's not used to coming out, and I'm taking him out here and there, and maybe that's some of it. Some of it is he missed 2 weeks of playing. He's got to get himself to 100%, and over the course of the next 2 weeks, I'm sure he will. He's going to get treatment. He's going to do all the things he needs to do. And then tonight, when you needed him to make big plays, he did. And he's done that at other times throughout his career, too, where maybe hasn't scored a ton throughout the game, but when the game's on the line, everybody feels confident that he's going to make a big play.
No more questions for Coach? Okay.
Okay, thanks.